Do you want to know about spreads, huh? Okay, sure, I'll tell you. So you take some butter and you spread it on a piece of bread, and there you have it. Okay, fine. Let's talk about option credit spreads instead. Sheesh. So here's the thing about this video. I'm not gonna scare you off with all the diagrams and bore you with a 40-minute talk with things that you're not gonna remember anyway. No, we don't do that here. Instead, we're gonna dive right into it. Time is money. So pick a stock, preferably one that isn't too volatile and doesn't swing up and down a lot. I got here NIO, which might not be a great example, but as per usual, I'm too lazy to look for another one. So NIO it is. Now let's go to the option chain. And these are the options expiring in about 10 days, which is next Friday. What I would recommend though is you pick a further expiration date, maybe a month out. That way you won't be affected that much by gamma radiation. No, I'm kidding. Gamma is one of the Greeks, which dictates how much the spread will be affected by the movement of the share price. But for the sake of this video, in the name of science, I will go just about a week and a half out. Oh, and by the way, in this specific example, we are going to trade a put credit spread, meaning that we have a bullish sentiment towards the stock. Let's pick our strike prices here. The current share price is 39, so I will sell the 37 strike price, speculating that at expiration the share price will be above 37. And after that, we are going to buy a put at the $36 strike price. And just like that, we've created a put credit spread, which is giving us a credit of about $15. And that's ours. It goes right in our account. We can spend it right away on potatoes if we want. And that's great and all, but what about our risk? How much can we lose here? Well, our max loss is $100, and that will only happen if at expiration the share price is below 36, which is the put that we bought. By the way, 100 is not a random number that I just came up with while eating potatoes. No, it's actually the difference between our strike prices. In our case, 37 minus 36 is 1. Multiplied by 100 because we control 100 shares, and it's held as collateral by Robinhood, which is displayed right here. Okay, let's finish up this trade. We get $13 in credit. That's fine. Click submit and done. Now we are gonna come back in a couple of days to see how this trade has unfolded, but before we do that, let's open a call credit spread as well. I'm feeling frisky, and this time I will choose AMD. Now, when you open a call credit spread, you have a bearish sentiment. You don't want the stock to go above your strike prices. Alright, let's see here. Current share price is 110. Let's sell a call at 115. And now when we buy one, it should be above. So I will choose 116. And same thing about our max loss. In this case, we will lose $100 if the share price is above 116 at expiration. Maybe a bit confusing at first, I know, but I'm confident you'll get the hang of it after a couple of trades. And there you have it. That's a call credit spread. Let's pack it up and go home. But wait, why stop here? Why not combine a call credit spread and a put credit spread together? Oh well, what an excellent idea. This strategy has a name of its own, and it's called an iron condor. The cool thing about iron condors is that our max loss remains the same at $100, but we are collecting more credit from the put spread and from the call spread. It says here 31, but because of the bid-ask difference, we would be collecting about $28. But it's still nice. Alright, let's come back in a couple of days and see what direction these trades have gone. How you doing? Today is Tuesday, September 7th. There are still 3 more days until our options expire, but today is a good day to close some of them because we are profitable. NIO has gone up just as we speculated, and our put spread has lost value. And that's a good thing because if we want to close it, we'll have to pay less than the credit we received when we open it. And yes, sure, I don't have to close it, I could leave it open until expiration, but the thing is, there are still 3 more days until then. What if NIO drops in price and goes below 36? I am taking unnecessary risk. And more than that, I would highly recommend you do not hold spreads through expiration. Better close them before. If you are profitable, that's even better. So how do you close them spreads? Well, Robinhood made it very easy for us. We just go to this right panel here, hit the close tab, input the price. It is asking us if this is a credit or debit. It's a debit because we are paying $1 to close it, and click submit. Or you could close them manually, as I like to call it, by going to the option chain and accordingly buy the one you sold and sell the one you bought. You are simply closing the options you opened. And it looks like we're gonna have to pay $2 here because of the difference in the bid-ask price. I'm okay with that. Submit and done. Our credit spread is closed. So our net profit on this was 13 minus 2, $11. Very nice. I like it. Oh man, closing that trade yesterday was a great decision because today NEO went down a bit, and it looks like it would have tested our 37 strike price if it kept going at that rate. Let's assume that we didn't close that spread yesterday and we want to close it today instead. Well, if we buy the 37 and sell the 36, we will have to pay $14. Right, so we would have been at a loss. This spread has increased in value because it's more closer to the share price, and the closer it gets, the more expensive it will be. A course of action here will be to close it and cut your losses early, or you could roll it out and down, which means closing the spread and in the same order ticket open another one on a different expiration date and a lower strike price. By picking a further expiration date, you are giving yourself more time for the stock to recover, and you are also increasing your chance of winning by lowering your strike prices. And it's important to do this for a credit as well. You don't want to pay more in case the trade does go against you eventually. But what about our AMD play? How's that Iron Condor doing? Not good, but not bad either. My exit plan was to close this trade if the stock went below 850. Which it did. Iron Condors are very interesting. I will make a separate video to talk about them, but for now, I don't want my put spread to get tested, so let's close it. Same thing here, either close it from the side panel or go to the option chain and buy what you sold and sell what you bought. And it looks like we ought to pay $19 to close. Fine, I'm okay with that. Click submit and done. Our net profit here was, what was it, 28 minus 19, that's $9. So overall, if we combine our profits, we made $20 on a $200 collateral or investment, if you will, and that's a 10% return in 9 days. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, there are losing trades. It's a whole process to manage them, and there are many more details regarding option spreads. I didn't cover all of them in this video. This is just to give you a basic idea on how credit spreads work, and if you want to fiddle around with them, obviously do more research before jumping into it. Consider subscribing if you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you next time. Good luck!